Give it up. Oh, Wonder. It's fantastic stuff. So good. And that is the perfect song for this setting. Very vibey, very cool. I love it. And I have to say, I happened to notice those sandals. Those are fantastic. I don't know if you guys can see them, but I need to know, where did you get those?
On. I got them from Zara.
Zara, okay, all right.
I'm head to toe in Zara right now.
Awesome.
They were like $7.
All about the high street,
Wow.
guys. Yeah.
I need like 3 pairs of those.
Yeah, I know.
'cause
I
those
should
are
have bought.
fantastic.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Very cool. Now, you guys are in San Francisco for only your second time ever, right?
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing while you're here in the area?
So we're playing a show in Oakland tonight at the Fox. Is anyone coming to the show?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. So it's our second time here. We played the Rickshaw.
Okay.
And actually we played Outside Lands as well. So it's our third trip.
Oh, okay. Third trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're seasoned veterans of the Bay Area. So
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what do you guys do when you're around the area here?
I really want to go back to a place I went to called Mama's.
Oh, yeah.
And I just remember having the most insane pancakes.
Right.
And just thinking this was it. I've made it. I'm eating pancakes in San Fran.
Nice.
So I'm gonna try and do that after this. Maybe.
Cool.
I can squeeze it in.
Very cool. Yeah, no, that is a legendary spot around here, so you made a good choice.
Sweet. I'm a local.
Yeah, you're fitting right in. Yeah, except for that accent though. That's a little different. But you guys obviously from London, and both of you were kind of doing your own thing before, both as singer-songwriters. You were producing as well. How did the two of you get together and start collaborating?
In a room very similar to this. It was a studio in London. It wasn't as well lit as this place.
Okay.
But we started. I started producing tracks for you, right?
You did.
And then from that day onwards, we started writing together. We basically had exactly the same iTunes collection.
Ah.
So when I was like, "Oh, this is my favorite song," Josephine was like, "That's also my favorite song."
Okay.
It was, sounds cheesy, and it was really. Yeah.
What were some of the songs that you guys both shared that you loved?
We share like the same favorite artists. We love people like Feist,
nice.
Death Cab,
Okay.
Patrick Watson,
Joni Mitchell.
Joni Mitchell, James
Our
Taylor.
parents listened to the same stuff growing up.
Okay.
So we kind of listened to the same stuff
Right.
as well.
It's funny how that happens. You
Yeah.
hear it enough when you're a kid and it just gets grained into you.
Yeah.
That's cool. But now, when you guys first started, things kind of happened right overnight when you put your songs on SoundCloud. Now, you had a really remarkable and kind of ingenious way of releasing your first album. You did it a song at a time, 1 month at a time, right? What was the inspiration for doing that?
I wish we had this grand story, but it was that we just kind of made a SoundCloud profile, and it says like your name, so we put in our band name, and then
Yeah.
it says like description or like about yourself. And we were just literally sat in this cafe being like, cool, we've got one song. This has been really fun, like making the artwork and producing the song and uploading it. Let's just do it again next month.
Yeah.
And we kind of set ourselves this weird challenge to just do it every month for a year with a view to like building a little portfolio of songs that we could then pitch to other artists. Because like the plan was to sit at home in London and just like eat mashed potato and donuts on loop.
Oh,
and,
good plan. I like that.
Yeah, and just write songs for other people. Like it was never about us being artists or touring or performing.
Okay.
Like, so this is all a happy accident. Like it's very inadvertent, but we're like thrilled that we're here, obviously.
Yeah.
Right. And it did kind of happen, maybe not overnight, but I saw that like you guys uploaded some of the songs and within a few weeks, like you had hundreds of thousands of plays on some of the songs. And now it's millions of plays on some of those SoundCloud songs. So how did that kind of warp your reality with, just uploading these things yourself on the internet and then all of a sudden there's tens of millions of people listening to it?
Yeah, we basically thought the internet was broken because we were like, oh, why does it say 100,000 people? It was like in the first week, we were like, how's that possible? Because we've always been in bands, but mostly bands that no one's listened to. So
Okay.
it was quite a shock, really, right?
Yeah, we've just been used to playing to like 5 people in a live show and having, I don't know, like 45 listens on your song.
Yeah.
And so yeah, when it started going up, but then you get into this weird cycle. I remember like 8 months in, we'd put a new song up and it would only get like 2.5 million plays in the and you're like, God damn it, what's going on?
It wasn't good enough.
Yeah, it like totally warps your reality because you don't see those numbers as people.
Right.
They're just numbers.
Yeah.
Which means though that when you go on tour and you see people and you see faces, you're like, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
Like this is a thing. This is so amazing.
Yeah, stats aren't just numbers, they're actually people behind
Right.
them,
You
which is
forget
what we've
that.
learned
It's
touring.
so cool.
Yeah, totally. That's cool that you get a chance to now go all over the world and kind of connect with some of these people. And you've sold out your show at the Fox. What other like monumental steps have you experienced along the way in your career? Like milestones where you're like, yeah, I can't believe we made it and did this.
Every day, that sounds so cheesy, but like every day is like that for me. Like we'll be in, I don't know, Birmingham, Alabama, and there's
Really?
like 2,000 people that know all the words to your songs, and you're like, how do you know the words? You're in
Wow.
Birmingham, Alabama. I've never even been here.
Yeah.
And every day is.
Yeah. We took a trip to Asia, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
And we were kind of like, oh, we'll see what it's like. We'll test the water. And the shows were just absolutely crazy.
Wow.
Like, people knew every word. And that was really weird because that is such an alien place to us. Like, it's totally different language and everything. And, you know, hearing people like that sing back in their kind of native tongue, your songs, is amazing.
I bet it's got to be a surreal experience.
Yeah.
Now, when you guys are on tour and you guys spend a lot of time together and have a lot of downtime, I heard that you guys are really into like true crime documentaries. Is that true?
I just love watching documentaries on anything.
Okay.
Especially like medical documentaries too.
Okay.
I would have been a paramedic in another life.
Really?
So I'm just living vicariously through Netflix, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't strike me as somebody who can like handle all the
Hate
gore
blood.
and blood.
Hate blood.
Okay.
Can't deal with that. I just love the idea of like being in an ambulance and being like, I can solve this. I
Yeah.
love that. I'd have to delegate. I'd have to have
Right.
like you in the front with me with your gloves on and be like, Arthur, you need to.
You just want to drive fast, basically. Drive injured people
Yeah.
very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I wouldn't be no help because I hate blood just as much.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Nobody would get any help from us
Useless.
if we were the paramedics. It would be bad. I also saw you guys did Conan a few months ago. He's one of my idols. I love him. What was it like getting to meet him?
Well,
Funny story.
funny story.
okay.
He wasn't there.
Oh,
It was a pre-record the morning of the show.
We shouldn't ruin the like all these.
He was
what
a
I've
great
noticed.
guy.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, just
Yeah.
Much taller than I thought.
yeah.
He actually did have
Okay.
like a 20-foot like statue behind the stage. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
met that. You know, that looked
Cool.
good.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay, all right. It's cool though.
Sorry to disappoint you.
I
At least
know,
we haven't
I'm so
shattered your
disappointed.
dreams. Yeah.
I wanted to like hear about your stories of touching his hair and things like that.
I know.
Oh well.
Whose hair have we touched? Have we touched anyone's hair that's cool?
I mean,
Oh,
you have some pretty cool hair.
I saw Mila Kunis from afar the other day. Does
Oh,
that
really?
count?
Yeah, totally.
Cool,
Did
yeah.
you touch her hair though?
No, I wasn't allowed near her.
Okay.
She had security guards. No hair touching.
You have to touch her hair next time. Where did you see her?
She was at a festival. Like she didn't go.
in
She,
Netherlands.
she was just like she was with Ashton Kutcher, just getting a drink, and there was just all of us going, "Oh my God, Mila Kunis, she's so hot."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And then I saw some other, like you guys have this video on your Twitter right now of you guys doing Acro Yoga. Is that correct?
Not my idea.
Not yours. Can you explain a little bit to maybe some of us who don't know what Acro Yoga is?
You can explain to me as well. What is it?
I didn't know what it was, but I read a BuzzFeed article on the 10 Acro Yoga poses you must try today. So I was
Yeah.
like, sweet, let's do it. Never done it before. Turns out it's much harder than
Right.
it looks. You have to have like good core strength, which neither of us have. So we just had 2 days off in Encinitas, down near San Diego, and we just kind of hung out on a beach. And I was like, let's go. Just lift me up with one arm, and Anthony couldn't. So
Yeah, it was awful.
Bro.
It's like a failed Titanic scene. It's awful.
So disappointing, Anthony. No, but it's cool. It's fun. I've done it. I did it one time, and it was.
done it?
One time. It was
Oh, you've
in
actually.
a park.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought she made it up.
But no.
Oh, right, okay.
But we would do it after we drank a bunch of wine and
sounds
try to
better.
do it. Yeah, it's way more fun that way.
Yeah. Okay.
If you don't know, it's like yoga mixed with acrobatics, and
Yeah.
it sounds weird, which it is.
All exercise is better after alcohol.
Right.
found.
Yes. Yeah. Unless
There's
you get
a
dehydrated.
marathon in France, which is every mile, so 26 miles, you have a glass of wine, like through all the vineyards and stuff.
Wow. Have
One
you done
day,
that?
there's a goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a reason for me to go then. I like it.
Sounds great.
Now you guys have the new album out, Ultra Life. It's out right now. You guys are touring, supporting it.
Yep.
What were some of the different processes that you took into making that album as opposed to the one that you did beforehand, your self-titled one, which was released a track at a time?
I guess with the first album, we didn't really have a chance to kind of listen to the songs as a whole because we're doing them one a month. So we didn't have a chance to write an album, as it were. So our second album, Ultra Life, actually feels like our first full album, right?
It was made with perspective, which the first one wasn't.
Okay, yeah.
So I guess we had we went into a studio and just recorded the whole thing in one block with live musicians, which the first record was just the two of us losing our minds at home in a tiny, tiny room, just on laptops. And then the second record was made in a studio with a disco ball and like our live bassist and drummer. So it was just like the four of us jamming, basically. It was pretty cool.
Very cool. And then, are you guys familiar? I have to ask this because I'm a nerd about this stuff, but are you familiar with the rapper Lil Uzi Vert? Mm-hmm. Do you know him? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What a guy.
I just discovered this, but like your guys' song Landslide, I went back and I was listening to it and I was like, oh, Lil Uzi Vert sampled this song, right? Is that how it worked?
That's how it works.
Yeah. Did he request permission for it?
There was some sort of...
We've sorted it.
We've sorted it.
Okay, good.
It's all good. He's our buddy now.
He's our friend.
He's coming out on tour.
He follows us on Twitter, so it's cool.
Come out, Lil Uzi.
He does this rap over the top of it, and he goes like, I've been listening to this song, and it goes like, and then we didn't know who he was, and we just got sent this request being like, can this man sing on your song?
Right.
And release it. And we were like, cool, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And he's like singing, and then we found out he's a massive rapper.
Yeah, he's huge.
He is.
Yeah, but okay, you guys collaborate, do a tour together, and it'll make it all good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I think our touring would be slightly different.
we like go running and like have smoothies and do acro yoga, and I feel like he's much more of a. He does tour like in the. What am I trying to say? We're not very rock and roll.
Right. Okay. Yeah. More acro yoga. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back. Let's hear some more tunes.